Hello, Daniel. Daniel, the Bears got a little different take on tonight's Bear Report. Hey, I want everybody to know I'm still bringing good news. It's all about the good news, but this one is coming more from my heart. So I say, let's just go with it, my friend. I'd like to start off. I need to tell everyone about this man in London that I've been reading about. He lived in the middle of London. London, of course, is a very big, major city, and his name is Thomas, Dr. Thomas. Now, Dr. Thomas was a talented surgeon who had saved many lives on the operating table. He was well known in the medical society there in London. He loved his work, and he always loved the fact that he had the opportunity and the skill to help others. You know, he liked what he did, but to relax and unwind from the pressures of working at the hospital, and I'm sure that being a surgeon like that, yes, there's a lot of pressure that adds up over time. He decided one day to take a slow, easy drive throughout the countryside there in England. In doing so, he saw a farmer. He just happened to drive by, see a farmer out in his field, tending to his crops, working his animals. He kind of watched that farmer for a little bit, and it gave him an idea. It made him go to his own thought and have a big reflection on himself, Dr. Thomas said. And he decided that it was his time to do what he needed to do for himself, for his own well-being. I suppose he just needed some time. You know, some people it comes to them. They make that crossroad, and he bought a small farm in the country, moved from the city, retired his medical practice, and became a farmer. Everybody that knew Dr. Thomas thought he was crazy, couldn't believe it, but he knew it was time for a change. A time to let the stress of the hospital go. He just knew it was time to turn another page, another chapter in his life. And being a farmer at first was difficult for Dr. Thomas. But it did get easier and easier as time went on, and he ended up liking it. He liked the tranquility, and it really did him, his person, well. It did him good. Dr. Thomas now says he spent years healing and helping others, which he loved doing, but there came a time, instead of looking outward to others, to helping others, he had to look inward to see what he needed, and it was the farm and being in the great outdoors. So Bear says, good luck to Dr. Thomas in your new endeavors. Only the few really get the chance, I believe, to help others and themselves. That's a little ditty about Dr. Thomas, and just to talk about how changes are good. You know, changes in one's life is like Bear thinks, like a chapter in a book. Getting to the end of one chapter just creates excitement and anticipation for how the next chapter will add to their story. A chapter is not the end of the book. It's only a part of the whole story with more to come. With change, there is an opportunity for personal growth in other areas and more fulfillment in one's life. Stretch out into other endeavors and just broaden your horizons. I think it's a good thing. Change can be a little scary, though. Hey, I know all about change and the scariness of it. Yes, it can be a little scary because there's always comfort in staying in our own rigid boundaries. But stretching and growing is always done best outside the box. That's just how it works. And Bear says, be happy and grateful for all your chapters and be joyful for all your new possibilities with upcoming chapters. Look forward and be joyful. And Daniel, it all comes home to a story about a 2-year-old tot. This little girl, her name is Thea Chase. She lives in Faithorn, Michigan. Now, Faithorn, just to get a kind of a picture, is a very rural area. It's about as rural as you can get, Daniel, and it's in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. This little girl was playing last week barefoot in her front yard when she was told to go put her shoes on. She left. Hey, she was out of sight, out of mind. Her mother and uncle that was watching her in the front yard thought she had just stayed in the house after going to get her shoes, but instead she was gone, and she had been gone for several hours. Right, had to have been frightening. Soon, and I mean very soon, panic set in. They couldn't find her. The police were called, and an all-out child hunt was underway. Police came, drones, dogs, ATVs. We're talking, this is about as rural as you can get with the woods up there in Faithorn, upper peninsula of Michigan. After almost a 5-hour search, Thea was found. This little 2-year-old toddler was found. Daniel, she was 3 miles away. She was in the woods, but nobody realized she was in the woods with the 2 family dogs. Those 2 dogs wandered off with her. She was found sleeping on top of one of the dogs, and the other dog was standing guard right next to the little girl sleeping, and she was growling at the rescuers when they came up. One dog was her pillow, and the other dog was her guard, making sure that she remained safe. I mean, what a sight it had to be to the rescuers. And Bear says, just because someone is missing doesn't mean that harm has come to them or to you. They could just be resting in the arms of an angel. And that's kind of the way that we have to look at things from time to time. And with that, Daniel, I want to tell you what a great show you have in store for tonight. Super great guest. It's going to be wonderful. And I say, let's roll on, my friend.